I am warning about the far greater economic crisis, financial crisis, that is about to finally result from that much bigger bubble.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Scunny Man Rob, and welcome to my channel. I decided I was going to start posting my own crypto videos, so if you guys like what you hear, don't be afraid to subscribe and leave a comment, and make sure to smash that like button. It helps the channel out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. Today, we are going to be talking about my number one investment in my portfolio in the golden goose of the blockchain sector, Vechain. And guys, this thing's an absolute beast, promising. This thing is going to excel in the future, currently sitting at the 3 cent range. I know it's 0.029, but this is 3 cents, man. Like, we've been in this low cent range for a little while. I'm surprised that Vechain isn't already in the tens of cents, 20s of cents, just off the partnerships, and already they have gotten off the late year of 2020. It's just been absolutely amazing. They've been doing great things, and they're actually in talks with the Chinese government, and some people will think that's bad, some people think that's good. We'll get into more of that into maybe one of this video or later into one of my other videos, but I just want to explain Vechain. Vechain is the golden goose. This thing is promising. Max supply, I think, around like 80 billion, 86 billion. I can't. Okay, we have right here, max supply 86 billion. Good tokenomics, man. The basic gist of it. Let's get into it. I know some of you guys probably don't understand what Vechain is, but if you go to their website, which I recommend you go do, I'll put the link in the description. It basically explains that Vechain is a blockchain company that services enterprises across the world. They offer a variety of different services like supply chain management, data deposit, data certification, process certification. And it's all just to bring that new value to that business and help businesses jump into the new digitization that the whole globe is about to go through. The pandemic kind of accelerated this, and this digitization shouldn't even been happening now. It's 2020. This thing should have been happening way before. So a lot of companies are catching up. A lot of companies are putting in new infrastructures, and Vechain could definitely help these companies do that and make a smooth transition into this new way of life and this way of doing things. So supply chain management is a broad term, and it really can cover a multitude of things, but the basic gist of it and how Vechain helps is they utilize blockchain technology and IoT devices, and the IoT devices usually are like RFID chips and QR codes, and they provide a comprehensive user-friendly data layout to producers and consumers of how the goods made it from point A to point B. It also helps companies navigate and minimize errors in their supply chains. So let's take a look at some real world use cases for Vechain. And this is actually still on their website. If you go down here, and here you can see comprehensive product management, value added data service, authoritative third party certification. And then you just go down here. So here, right here, has a use case introduction. And if we read this, it says, the wine producer F has been making quality wine using indigenous grapes and conducting strict process and storage controls. However, lacking effective ways to prove the quality of their products to end consumers, the winery failed to stand out in the market. After researching multiple authentication solutions, F chose Vechain's toolchain solution to enhance brand perception using blockchain and deployed the toolchain standard version across the entire winemaking process. Verified by an independent authoritative certification body, the wine producer F was issued an internationally recognized quality certificate, which was stored on the Vechain Thor blockchain together with relevant data. Now let's break this part down right here. So verified by an independent authoritative certification body. These authoritative certification bodies are going to be people like DMVGL, Tuv Sutherland, TUV Sarland, excuse me. These impartial third parties are the people that give certification to these companies that want to put these certification stamps on their products or say that they're following certain standards. This is very important because you guys have to understand that in the near future, 2025, 2030, 2050, a lot of the companies are pledging to be carbon neutral. If they're not getting certification from these impartial third parties, how are we know that they're holding true to what they're saying, to their promises? We don't. So being verified by independent authoritative certification bodies, very, very important to the world and to the consumer, because it allows us to know that it separates us from the big boys and the little boys, as to say in the market. You understand what I'm saying? The people that have put the money into their business, the people who have not, who went through the right processes, who didn't. So That's very important, and it's also it also shows you that not only are items and physical goods counterfeited, but the certification and these saying these getting how I do things, the standards are also plagiarized and also counterfeited. So let's keep on reading from here. When authorized by F, all the data stored on the blockchain can be shared with business partners and consumers, thus improving the company's credibility in the market and overall brand perception. Furthermore, by sharing the immutable third-party verified data stored on the blockchain, F was able to obtain new loans from their financial service providers and seize new opportunities provided to scale the business. That right there is like crazy. So basically, the wine producer started off making quality wine. You see up here, the wine producer F has been making quality wine using indigenous grapes and conducting strict process and storage controls. But the consumer doesn't know that. How can we show the consumer that we're doing all this? This is why we call our wine high quality. This is why this wine costs $150 per bottle or 200 whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Justify the cost, you show them your processes, you're bringing new value to your business. So now instead of charging 120, now that you're giving the proof, if you were charging 120 without the proof, now you could probably charge 200 with the proof. Now you're showing them, oh yeah, look, this is grade A plus, this is grade A plus wine, okay? And you're getting this from, quality grapes, prime season. You understand what I'm saying? It will have all that beautiful information for you to see, and it'll show you that right on the blockchain for all to see, all agreed parties. So I could read this other one over here. Toolchain IoT chips, which cannot be copied or reused, are attached to the caps of the wine bottles during production. By leveraging various IoT devices in the Vechain workchain app, the producer collects and manages the core data generated in the entire life cycle of the wine, from raw material procurement, production and processing, logistics, warehousing, retail distribution, all the way to the end consumer, while simultaneously improving process management efficiency and business decision making. All the data collected will be verified and then stored on the VeChain Thor blockchain, ensuring its immutability. Guys, do you see how many times VeChain look, I just wanted to point something out. Every freaking paragraph has VeChain. VeChain. They're putting it into your mind. VeChain. VeChain. And this is their website. I understand, but they're showing you that every part of this, every part of this system, every part of this supply chain will be using VeChain somehow. And that's going to bring not only value to the business, but it's going to bring value to VeChain. Do you understand, ladies and gentlemen? We're in this to make some money, but we're in this to make the big money. The big money. You understand what I'm saying? So let's move on to another literal use case that these guys have been doing. So here for Walmart China, they've been doing a food traceability platform. Walmart China's food traceability platform realizes suppliers management and food safety in China. Besides providing traceability information directly to consumers, this platform is also used for supplier qualification management on a real-time basis with data monitoring with full coverage samples. Millions of dollars can be saved for qualifying suppliers in a more efficient manner than just in China. Who in charge? Well, Dr. Yan, who's in charge of Food Safety Cooperation Center in Walmart China, says that the tracing time from the farm to store with the QR code is reduced from 26 hours to 10 seconds. 26 hours to 10 seconds. Not 10 minutes. Not even 10 seconds. Stop playing, y'all. Stop playing with VeChain, y'all. Stop playing with VeChain. Seriously, they are not one. They is not one of them. And shout out to Eisenreich. He's actually like one of my favorite VFam people, man. Go give him a follow. He actually just won an award from the VeChain Thor community. And shout out to him. I actually went and voted for him. He's a really good deep diver. He posts all types of speculation on VeChain. He really gets you to think about what's going on. And yeah, I love him. He's pretty cool. He doesn't tweet too much crazy stuff, but yeah. Oh, here, I just wanted to show you guys this one. Like this is basically just showing you the areas that they're hitting. So like this is some stuff that you should do on your own time and look up maybe and like do more deep diving and see exactly where VeChain could be used and maybe, really invest according to what you find on your own. I'm showing you what I found and what I invested off of, but you might find something else that makes you super bullish or super whatever, and you might want to, put in a whole bag of this. But look, they go for food safety, pharmaceuticals, sustainability, automobile and insurance, digital assurance with an A, digital contract, energy and gas, luxury fashion, and anti-counterfeiting. So, automobile and insurance, tracking parts, car parts, insurance being digitally put on the blockchain, so everyone can manage it. Digital assurance, just giving the consumer confidence in their digital in their data preservation, that makes sure that their stuff isn't just getting sent out to everybody. Digital contracts, putting stuff in literal contracts onto the blockchain. Energy and gas, same. I would assume the same thing, tracking energy and gas, seeing how that flows, how to get from point A to point B. Luxury fashion and anti-counterfeiting, now that's with seeing how sustainable fashion. So we'll go into a little picture of this actually next right here, and this is what I was talking about earlier, kind of, with the companies pledging to be carbon neutral by 2025, 2030, whatever they're promising. A lot of these companies are being pushed this sustainable agenda. Now, I'm all for the world going green. Hey, make the world better for my child, make the world better for my grandkids. That's fine. I'm all for that. Future generations need this, okay? But there's agendas to everything, okay? So they're pushing this sustainable fashion, which basically is, companies are going green. They want to drop their carbon emissions. They want to drop their pollution rates, and I'm all for that. From the top, that seems, from looking at it from the source, that looks pretty good. So I'm not going to argue with that. So what they basically do is, from manufacturing, from conception of these clothes, what they'll do is they'll put a QR code, or you see an NFC chip, or I said NFC plus RFID. They have all types of ways they could put these chips or these coding things into your clothing, so that way they can see where it's going. So step one, they would ship produce to the warehouse. Step two, they would sell the product in store online. Step three, customers scan in store online access data of t-shirt, which will be a little QR code on the t-shirt tag. And like right here, it have a little My Story tag on the t-shirt when you buy it. And then you can collect supply chain facts from the t-shirt supply chain, the authenticity, certification, the garment process, and the process facts. So it's crazy. Like, you'll be able to really see, like, you get a pair of Jordans and you'll literally be able to see what country they were made, what factory, what number they were exactly out of 1,000. Like, it's going to be crazy, guys. And this is bringing new value to businesses, because it's bringing that it's the internet of value, guys. It's bringing value to the customer. Okay, we're in a place where we weren't always getting confirmation on, like, eBay, Amazon. We weren't always getting confirmation on what we were getting besides reviews. And reviews, how do we know that the company didn't just hire a bunch of people to go on and do those reviews and say, give us 5 stars and make us look good? Because if you don't think they do that, they do that. Believe me, there's some bots. Sometimes I go to companies' things and see their reviews, and it looks like bots. So what I'm saying is, having the consumer, the customer, being able to see from point A to point B, oh, this is where my product came from. Oh, I can see it going to here. Oh, it stopped here. Oh, the temperature dropped here. Oh, the temperature went up here. You'll be able to see all this data, and it's bringing new value to these businesses. So don't be surprised if the prices of some of these goods and stuff like that start going up a little bit more, because they're bringing you guys new technology and new value. So now this tweet right here kind of made me, like, it just made me giggle. It just made me smile, because I know that I'm in the right space at the right time. If you guys don't know who Mark Cuban is, I just suggest you just look him up. Go on YouTube, look him up, see who he is. He's funny. I like him. He's a cool guy. I never met him. If Mark Cuban, if you're watching this, I would love to meet you, my guy. Like, what's up? So he says, watching the cryptos trades, it's exactly like the internet stock bubble. Exactly. I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, a few others will be analogous to those that were built during the dot-com era, survived the bubble bursting, and thrived, just like Amazon, eBay, and Priceline, but many won't. Along the way, many fortunes will be made and lost, and we find out who has the stomach to hodl and who doesn't. My advice, learn how to hedge. As during the dot-com bubble, the experts try to justify whatever the pricing of the day is. Crypto, much like gold, is a supply and demand driven. All the narratives about debasement, fiat, etc. are just sales pitches. And he kind of, I don't know how he's tweeting this. The biggest sales pitch is scarcity versus demand. That's it. That's beautiful. And then you have Peter Schiff. I actually want to show you guys what Peter Schiff said. They kind of had like a little banner. The difference is that some of these early interstocks had real value, so they survived and ultimately thrived. None of the cryptos have any real value, so there will be no winners. They will all lose. And he was just kind of like just throwing a whole freaking monkey wrench in the thing, but that's absolutely not true, guys. Don't believe into this FUD. This is absolute FUD. If you read the comments in this, man, they were just absolutely ripping him apart. Jesus Christ, Schiff, like they didn't like that. A lot of people didn't like that. So yeah, we won't comment on that. But right here, I also want to show you guys Vechain becomes the first 5-star rated blockchain service provider in the world, certified by Tuv Sarland. And I hope I'm saying that. Is it Tuv Sarland? I don't know. But this was posted in 2020, but it's not that long ago. It's still a good little read. Tuv Sarland certification, hereafter referred to as Tuv Sarland, has issued Vechain with the world's first 5-star blockchain rated service certificate. This certification acknowledges the readiness and maturity of Vechain's blockchain technology, raising the profile and prestige of the network and certifying it as one of the preeminent frontrunners in the enterprise-level blockchain space. The first 5-star blockchain provider in the world. Are you kidding me? Vechain, not XRP, not XLM, not Ethereum, not Bitcoin, not ADA, Cardano, none of them, not Polkadot, Vechain. The 3-cent little gem sitting back, CEO'd by Sonny Liu. This little man right here, this company right here is sitting in the back, sitting quiet, acquiring all these partnerships, doing all these things. I don't think any other blockchain company has done as much as Vechain has done. Has the amount of partnerships Vechain has. Honestly. And when we're talking about partnerships, I just want to show you guys some of their partnerships already. In the middle, I think these are more like strategic partnerships, and these are like people that are actually trying to implement the Vechain blockchain into their business, into their system. So you see for their partners, Fembushi Capital, Briar Capital, Draper Dragon, DMVGL, PwC. Like, are you serious? Like, get yourself together, y'all. So we're gonna start from the top and let's work our way to the bottom. I actually don't know who these I want to say Chinese companies, but I don't know. Agricultural and fisheries, telecom. You got China Unicom, Carbon Asset Automobile. You got BMW, Hire, tech partners. Now AWS Cloud was what made me interested, and I actually have another video coming out about that. Nothing too crazy, just like hitting that a little bit more. Research: Oxford, Dartmouth, Michigan State University. Bulk Commodity. I don't know these companies down here. I actually should do some more research on these companies. Just because they're Chinese companies, that does not mean anything. And I don't know if they're Chinese companies. This looks Mandarin. Are there other Asian companies that have writing like this? I don't know. Is that American of me? Okay, that's American of me. Transportation Insurance. Don't know these companies. Smart City. I actually heard of Yida. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I actually did see a little article about them. Walmart, Dig, Fashion. Now this one is going to get everyone's gears grinded up. Look at this. All right, LVMH, and a lot of people don't know about LVMH, and that's Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. They own so many luxury companies that it's insane. Like, Okay, well, first I'm gonna go to LVMH and show you guys that. I was gonna end the video on this, but I have to show you guys because a lot of people don't exactly know LVMH. But H&M, Swell, and I don't know these other three. Financials don't know them too either for the documentations of copyright authentication and logistics. DHL and Schenker. Okay, those two are big boys right there. Logistic companies. You guys have to realize what Vechain has been doing for the past couple years, and they've been so silent about it. But that's what they do, and I appreciate it because they're actually working. Forget the FUD, forget all the other stuff. They're actually working. All right, so look, their subsidiaries are Louis Vuitton, Dior, Sephora, Fendi, Givenchy. Hold on, let's see all their subsidiaries because this is absolutely insane. So this whole company is already a partner. The parent company is already partnered with Vechain. So what that means is most likely all of these subsidiary companies that you see will be using Vechain's blockchain tracking. Yes, luxury goods being tracked on the blockchain. Now you heard it. Look at all those companies. Let's just go through all these companies, man. I know you probably was reading it without me. Louis Vuitton, Dior, Sephora, Fendi, Givenchy, Celine, Bulgari, Hennessy, Moet, Chandon, Tag Heuer, which my dad actually has a nice ass gold and silver watch from them. Tiffany & Co, Lowe, Hublot. I don't even know how to say that. Zenith. Look, we're starting to get into Berluti. I think how you say that. Let's see. I think Fendi's on here. Oh, come on. DKNY. Look, Fenty. What else? If you guys see stuff that you wear, man, hit me up, man. Send me some of this stuff, man. This is the Richie Rich. But headquarters in Paris, France. So you see that they're literally all across the board. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends and family that Vechain is the golden goose of the blockchain sector.
For the old me, I was getting back, they was trying to hold me.